This is a short story called A White Light. He walked out of the shining sun into her life. She was in the sand on her blanket at Panama City Beach. The Bible held beneath her hand, brushing her face, fluttered pages in that seaside breeze as she napped. You know the kind of nap, the kind when the sun is so hot that you splash yourself down with ocean spray, and the salt pulls your warming skin taut to your form. You get warm and cozy. Warm and cozy. The sand from his shoes spattered her half-hidden face slightly, but just enough to rouse, just enough. And as she turned and gazed skyward with sleepy stuff still in her eyes, she saw that halo. She would have sworn it was a halo. And then she heard his voice. Sweet and rich it sounded, sweet and rich as if it were edible, something to chew on, to enjoy, and inhale. His t-shirt was white, of course. His swim trunks were white, of course. And his eyes, she felt that gaze of once as consciousness slowly returned. It jolted her senses, made her withdraw just a bit. A hint of tension in her, a tightness in her form, a silent sucking in of breath. Why? She feared for it, her breath. It may be snatched away by this man, by this man. He stood there with the haloed sun on his head. No facial features present except for those eyes. Not even the sun could obscure or overwhelm them. Sparkled blue and big, they saw her there, bikini-clad and beautiful, vulnerable and naive. They saw her there, seeking her life's adventure. They saw and they were certain she had found it, her life's adventure. She was on the beach, waiting to catch that first wave into her future, a future of things to be remembered, cherished and applied, a future of the miraculous, the truly miraculous. From moving lips, hello, resounded on the wind, picked up by the passing gulls. Gulls hungry for the knowledge from one who knows that the sun is on his head. She reveled in that experience of sight and sound. She knew the beach was there, the sand beneath the blanket where she lay, but she wasn't seeing it at the moment. She wasn't feeling it at the moment, nor was she hearing it. She was drowning in a wave of rapture, baptized in a vision of holiness. Holiness. She wasn't sure about that, the holiness, that is, but it was something like that, at least akin to it. Turning to face him, almost knew she was dashed into a level of awareness of sight and sound and touch. And next his fragrance. As Yerby so aptly described, an odor of sanctity floated gently on that breeze. She took it in. She had to. She had no choice. Afraid of losing her breath and all. Embarrassed by the gasp arising from her lungs, she turned and burnt red and responded shyly. Hi. Good book you got there, pointing to the Bible at her side. What? Oh, yeah, great book. You know that you can still read it, even as you sleep. Well, it does take practice and a little bit of faith, but indeed it can be done. Just ask Edgar Casey. Edgar Casey, she replied as she rose to her feet, wiping away any minor sandy specks. Oh, just a man I knew rather intimately many years ago. You knew him intimately. That's funny, she smiled, returning what she thought was a faint grin. Well, fun maybe, but not necessarily funny. The reason I stopped by is you apparently napping. It seems you uttered the words Michael Ways. Oddly enough, that's my name. Now that is funny, she beamed. I must have been dreaming about heating up one of my microwave meals, so It was microwave, not microwaves. And aside now, for your information, I am not a book. I am the book, and you the reader. What you need to know now, or at least what I can tell you, is this. This is a tale of events that just follow one upon the other, much like life. Much like life. The uniqueness of this tale lies in the mysteries and miracles found herein, and you will come to know eventually and on a recurring basis. These mysteries and miracles are many in number, much like life. Much like life. As I, the book, and you, the reader, return to this tale, I just wanted to mention to you how wonderfully you feel, your hands caressing my spine, the flippant way in which you turn me on and on, page after page. This is so exciting. I feel so warm and giddy. But back to the story at hand. What if, said the man with the sun on his head, you were not dreaming at all? What if I just made up the story of you saying microwave in your dream, just to engage you in conversation? Do you remember actually dreaming about heating up a microwave dinner, or are you just assuming what I told you was the truth? Were you dreaming? Do you remember it? What you and I are doing right this minute is partaking of a piece of time. We shall see if it is sown into the future. We shall see if we can tear this moment from the past and proceed. We shall see. And oh yes, we shall hear, and we shall feel, we shall sense it, and we will know. And what we know will be newly learned, and I will assure you it will be wonderful. What I have within me waiting is not just for you, but you are here and you are hearing, and therefore you can know what I am saying about and what I'm going to show you. What I'm about to say to you, what I'm about to feel for you and with you is the awareness of the miracle of being, not just of being of special moments and events, but of every moment, every episode, every iota of time, every item of time. We have begun this journey when I said hello to you, and you became aware that I was in your presence. As he ended his prelude, feathers fell from below the hem of his trunk as the gulls flew overhead. She wondered from where they came. Him or the birds above.